Dicey bastards.
6 writers face off by a roll of the dice. They'll fight dirty, leave nothing behind but fingerprints and a tall tale. Stealing hearts, breaking parts, with plenty of time to kill.
They're dicey, but never fair bastards. Death is always made dicey. You know they can't be trusted bastards. Come on and join the dicey
Hey there, A and Deviants, Junior Adventures, and friends. Welcome to the next episode of the Dicey Bastards, Season 2. I'm MK Gibson, your host and author of the Shadow Master series, the Technomancer series, and several others. Who do we have with me today? It's the same people, and we always love them just for being themselves. Let's start with Mr. Bevan. Bob, how are you, buddy?
Hello, friends. I'm good. Thanks. I'm Robert Bevan, author of the Caverns and Creatures series of comedy, fantasy novels, and short stories. On here, I play the role of Joshua the Sorcerer with the Morcerer. That is
Next,
all.
Oh, that is all. Next up, his worst half, Rick Waltieri.
Now I'm all sad.
Well, hey, I got you a good. Just roll with it. You sad bastard.
Well, welcome to the Sad Bastards. Anyway, my name is Rick Gualtieri, and I play Moog Face Eater. And in real life, I write several things, but if you're currently looking for a way to gently massage your ear holes, I have 2 new audiobooks for you. I have Boar War, which is part of my Crypto Hunters cryptid thriller horror quadrilogy. And I have Time Chaser, which is my lit RPG.
So many adjectives from a child abandoning character. Anyway, that's awesome, dude. Congratulations. Drew Hayes, you're up next, sir.
Clip, clop, you don't stop. Kabare is a horse with a man part on top. Hi, I'm Drew Hayes, author of books such as Superpowered, Villain's Code, and what I believe is the upcoming or recently released Rover Powered number 3 as of May 4th, available on print and audio.
Congratulations.
Drew, you really should have coordinated that with us so we could all shout every other word like the Beastie Boys.
Also, a horse with a man part on top sounds like a unicorn with a dick for a horn.
Well, it's just a horse with a floppy dick on top.
There's a lot of ways you can interpret that, and I look forward to
Speaking of floppy dick on top.
Oh, no.
Look, the segue has to happen, Emily. Sometimes we're on the wrong side of the segue. That's just the way it goes.
Murder Mistress Kaplan.
Plotting a murder mystery right now, buddy.
I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Emily Kaplan. I write under E.M. Kaplan. I'm playing Claudia, the rogue that the person whom Stan thinks has a mysterious past, but really she's a live in the present kind of person. She's about as deep as, well, whatever.
That is exactly what I expect somebody with a mysterious past to say.
And who is that voice talking us right now? Mr. Wetherell. Steve, how are you, sir?
I think I interrupted Emily there.
No, go for it.
Oh, I teed her off with a floppy dick talk.
Yeah, I mean, it was doomed from the start, really.
Doomed from the start. Good call.
I am Steve Wetherell, and I don't have a mysterious past either. But you can find my books online. And I'm playing Stan Dandyliver, de facto self-elected leader of a group that really can't be led.
And that is very, very true. All right. Before we get into the game, I'll remind everybody that you're not part of the A&D family. You are missing out. Head over to patreon.com/authors and dragons. Check out the various tiers. $2 a month. You can join our Discord, hang out with fans, hang out with the authors, and we get to know you as people. $5 a month more gives you extra channels, hang out in games like this one live. Come hear us play this stuff. Hear how the sausage is made before we edit it and sound even somehow less foolish. Head over to our website, where you can get to our, damn it, Drew, and I cannot think of doucherly. What's it called, Rick?
authorsanddragons.dashery.com.
There it is. That's a callback to last game. For those who know, you know.
It's supposed to be haberdashery? Is that why it's dashery?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Haberdashery.
because that's like, a word that people use all the time.
You're right, exactly.
I need to get my hat made out of a haberdasher.
Some kind of online haberdasher.
All right. Buy our gear, buy our shit, buy our stuff, rent space in your ear holes for our podcast. Okay, with the shilling out of the way, is everybody ready to play the goddamn game?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. I'm making this up as I go because I didn't write anything down. Greetings, everybody. This is Connie, Stands Conscious. How are you? When last we left the Dicey bastards, they just abandoned their child. Take a moment and step back. Moog and Jorswer had a love child made from the ooze, and they found a way to give him a vocation and get rid of that thorn in their sides. Inside, I watched Stan do a happy dance. It's pretty good.
That went as well as it could have went, Connie.
That is true. You
The
should have
lad's got
seen.
a bright, murderous future ahead of him.
And, well, he is a giant hand.
He's doing the two things he was born to do. He's moving boxes and eating turtles.
He's gonna make a lot of hamburger helper.
He's not Moog's favorite right hand, but it'll always be his first.
He's going to help a lot of hamburgers.
Our good friend Kabir the Expedient proved how much he knew about nature by running on the water for quite a while, not knowing where he's going, almost ran into a whirlpool and said, fuck it, turned into a bat and flew and found his friends.
Wait a minute, Connie. You're my conscience. Why
Yes.
do I know that? I wasn't there for that.
It's almost like Connie's an independent entity.
God damn it, that's why I didn't want it. That man, kill him.
Am I just imagining that? No, I might be imagining it.
Maybe this is a retrospective. Maybe it's all happened already.
Or maybe Connie is the final villain we have to face.
Claudia, you stay in your box, I'll stay in mine. Stop eavesdropping on my conversations with my conscience.
Speaking of boxes, after scaling an insurmountable 100 feet, they eventually just paid their way in and basically just bribed their way by giving away a child to some turtles to get into boxes to then get onto the Grand Whimsy. And that's what it really matters about, getting
Again,
on with a
Connie,
goddamn adventure.
I
Yes.
cannot stress how happy I am with the way things turned out.
That's fine, Staniel.
It kind of feels like an equitable trade. We traded a child for some space in a box.
For a cruise. We're just doing the boomer move.
The next morning, you guys have hung out in the big fortress. You feel your crates being loaded in at dawn. You're jostled awake inside your various crates of cheeses, soft clothing. I don't even know what crate Kabir got into, and Jorser is clearly inside of a big thing of lube.
And pillows.
Soft blankets, pillows, and lubricants. So you feel your crates being stacked
The world's
inside.
most hideous jello mold.
All right. So as your crates are being loaded in, you feel some jostling, and then you hear intruder detected. Each of your lids are popped off, and there's a warforged staring down at each one of you.
Occupied.
I don't know. Am I not sufficiently burrowed in slippers?
It's okay, y'all. It's okay. Okay. You guys, I believe you're the Dicey bastards. Father Brandon sent us a message that you be sneaking onto the ship.
Well, not really sneaking, are we?
No. Fortunately, your friend Kabir let us know that you guys are getting on board the ship. He did pay for your passage. We realized that there's a snafu that you never got your boarding passes. Someone stole them from you.
You mean we could have solved this bureaucratically all along, Claudia?
we could have walked on.
Claudia, you told us that we didn't have tickets. I just spent a night in a fucking box. I don't even know how old I am. But I can't be sleeping in a box.
Listen, you're probably the most comfortable you've been in ages.
Claudia, I'm at a right angle, and I know I will be at a right angle for at least 7 hours.
Look at it this way. At least Hanzo's gone.
Oh, it's true.
Oh, you talking about the
true.
hand guy? No, he's down below. No, I'm just messing with y'all. I'm just kidding. Hi, everybody. My name's Julie.
Christ.
I'm the chief personnel officer on board the Grand Whimsey. How are
Cruise
you?
director.
Yes,
Doing
ma'am.
well. Julie, could you please give me a hand out of this box?
No. She's at the far end of the back of the ship. Like one of the warforged literally lifts you out like an old wrinkly baby and sets you on the ground. And then
that's
goes back
nice.
to stacking boxes.
Thank you, my mechanical friend.
Please tell me we're not getting a Love Boat call back here
I don't know
with
what
our
you're talking
cruise
about, sir.
director, Julie.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, sir. We're all of a certain age, and these young kids don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Moving on. Julie's like, all right, so yes, you do not have your boarding passes, which is a little bit of a snafu, but it actually might work out. The captain would very much like to talk to you all. If you all will gather up and follow me, please.
Well, Moog will point out that if you show us where Totally Innocent Party is, we have way to get our boarding passes back.
Oh no, sir. We understand. We figured it out. We've been doing this for the Grand Whimsy is a luxurious cruise liner that caters to many needs, and we also have some pretty shitheads that kind of do certain things. You're not the first adventuring party to fuck with the other ones. We totally understand that, but we have a sort of a situation going on. You will get to enjoy your 12-day cruise to Stockton, perfectly fine. But we do have a job to do. But if I give you your boarding passes, then you might have certain limitations. The captain will explain everything, but you all would just be so kind as to follow me.
I would like to very daintily follow with my hooves, clattering on a wooden cruise ship.
Yes. All right.
Stan will whisper. You remember I told you guys not to not murder everyone immediately. I did say immediately. The whole murdering thing might be on the cards. Keep that in the back pocket, but we'll see how this plays out.
I'm assuming that overnight Claudia's paper clothes have dried into like pinata, so she has to crack out of it.
Yeah, it kind of has. Like, oh, you have ruined a bit of merchandise, but that is okay. The captain, okay, we'll make this happen regardless.
Stan will watch her crawl out of her circle paper mache ball and say, so this is how clowns are born.
What's the weather like? Because if there's like too much of a breeze, your Jorcerer might just slide right over the lake into the side.
Exactly. Okay, so as you guys come up out of the hold, there's a main stairwell that leads to the back of the ship that goes up and up and up in several levels. But as you're going up the ship, I want everybody, you don't even need a perception check. You're noticing this luxury cruise liner seems like anything but luxury. It seems like it's just one giant freight ship. It's a cargo ship, but it's a giant, massive cargo ship. Now there are two levels you guys pass by. You see some well-dressed people like these two particular levels, but that's it. But when you get to the top, you don't see luxury anywhere. It's kind of weird. All right, so you get to the very top of the deck. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm noticing, call me old-fashioned, a distinct lack of both whimsy and luxury on this whimsical luxury liner.
That is a very excellent observation, sir. Okay, so the Grand Whimsey is a magical vessel. So on the two decks you pass, there is a sleeping deck and there's the activities deck. Both of those have portals to, let's just call them trans-dimensional spaces. The ship is bigger than it realizes. There are extra-dimensional spaces all over the ship that lets you have all kinds of whimsy and grand adventures that luxury cruise liners will gladly bring you all your needs and wants. It's a fucking magic boat, sir.
I see. Can't just get on a fucking boat and play a bit of shuffleboard anymore.
Oh, you can play shuffleboard if you want to. The top deck does have a shuffleboard.
You have to do it in a black hole or whatever, right?
But,
okay.
Oh, sir, you haven't even seen what our adventures are all for you. But first, we need to talk to the captain. So whoever's sharing their screen, hit zoom to fit so you can actually see the captain at the bottom. She leads you to the foredeck where the captain is at the wheel. And you see a bugbear. A very tall, very hairy, very surly-looking male bugbear. Y'all, I'd like to introduce you to Captain Randall Von Munchrugger. How are y'all doing?
Doing fine, Mr. Munchrugger.
That's Von Munchrugger from the family of the Von. How are you, gentlemen? Right. He's steering the wheel. He's just kind of like doing the hand thing, but like it's not really doing much. It's like he takes his hand away, does it magically on its own. He's like, magic boats. All right, you guys are the Dicey bastards, right? Okay. Which one of you is Standy? I know there's a sticky wizard and a stand guy. That's what Father Brandon passed along. I know Kabare from the description.
That's true. I am Stan Dandyliver. This is the sticky wizard, Jorcerer. Less sticky friend, but equally unpleasant, Moog face eater, and Claudia, who some kind of clown hybrid. Not sure what's going on with it.
All right. Father Brandon paid for your passage. Apparently the Totally Innocent Party stole your passage, your boarding tickets. Not a problem. Now, here's the thing. Everybody on this ship has got a little magic bracelet they wear that allows them to go in and out of portals and do all kinds of things. But while you wear these...
Does that set off an alarm should I fall down?
I think that's a necklace you're thinking of.
Yeah. Life alert. No, these little portals. Now, because the ship is magical, all of our decks, all of our adventure zones have little quirks about them that it lets people have more of a crazier time aboard the ship. But at the end of the vessel, you can choose to stay who you are or go back to the way you were. You'll understand as you go about this. Now, if we give you these bracelets, it will limit you. It will stop all magic, stop all abilities. You will only have the skills that you have as people. However, I would like you guys to not wear these bracelets. We can remove any curses and turn you back to normal if necessary. But earlier this morning, there was a murder on the ship. I don't believe it's none of my staff.
My.
Yes.
Oh,
so
that's
during the next
fascinating.
10 to 12 days, I need you to try to discern who the killer is. Someone killed.
Oh my gosh. This is basically the fantasy of every human or creature over 70 years old. You do realize
This
that?
is, I was thinking this is getting less and less luxurious as he keeps talking.
Oh no, let him take. This is wonderful. A murder mystery on a cruise ship.
I have two teams on top of it: the totally innocent party and you, because you're the two that you do know that they're heroes, right? They stopped the vampire.
I think you really only have one team on this, and that's us. Yeah, totally innocent, but I couldn't solve a mystery of where their thumb is if their thumb was in their ass.
Well, the team that wins, wins, right? Not the one. The one that discovers
Oh,
the
no,
murder.
no.
and
Let's
brings
say
them to
wins.
justice. Okay, sure. The team that wins will get 5,000 gold. And we'll have extra. They'll be in my. You can ride the Grande Whimsey whenever you'd like.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying to keep this under the wraps. I don't need the passengers learning about the murder. Like there was one of the passengers was killed. We kind of got it all off to the side before anybody realized it. But we don't. The problem is we don't know how they got in or out.
Well, I assure you, sir, discretion is my middle name, but not Moog's or Caber's or Jorstra's or Claudia's middle names. All their weird little monster things.
We will find the elves that committed murder, and we will torture a confession out of them.
If it is an elf, you bring them to me. Please do not murder and torture the passengers.
Out of character, what are we putting down odds that the totally innocent party survives long enough to the end of this competition with Moog on the ship?
Well, that is your business, and there's a lot of sea overboard.
I said out of character.
Okay.
I mean, we all do you a fake at it.
All right. Now, Julie will be your liaison. She's going to pass you out. She's going to hand you out these certain bracelets that are not going to diminish your abilities, but they will allow you passage in and out of the portals. You have your own stateroom, and there are approximately 12 different adventure zones, we'll call them. It's a luxury cruise ship. We've tried to meet everybody's needs. So whether it's food, whether it's pleasure, whether it's literature, whether it's arts, entertainment, exercise, we've got it all.
Sort of comes under exercise, I guess.
Those are Moog's needs.
My needs were already being met.
Just standing there jerking off.
We do have an entire section that has one giant brothel, if that happens to be your pleasure there, Mr. Sticky Wizard. So,
Well, we'll circle around to that. Okay, well, this all sounds fascinating and great and fantastic. So who's the unlucky stiff? Where's the body? Do we get to see the body? Do we get to poke the body?
They'll take you down below. I don't have a map for that specifically, but they'll take you down below to one of the we'll just call it the morgue for the lack of a better term. It's just like one of the storage rooms they're using, and they find it's a young elven woman who seems to have been torn. She's got give me a nature roll or medicine roll. give me various investigation
Looks to
rolls.
me like it was self-inflicted.
I would just like to point out that Moog was in a box all last evening.
Nature roll. So with a 12, these are like the attacks do not seem to come from a natural animal.
Well, Moog isn't a natural animal, but
Moog will stab the corpse just to make sure it's dead.
Julie just gives you a roll of the eyes, but they've actually been forewarned of your group, so she's just all right. I guess this is part and parcel. She checks her clipboard. Okay.
Fairly certain we're not the first ones to get crack at the body for exactly this reason.
yeah.
Yeah, the totally innocent party already did there. Yeah.
We have ascertained that the wounds on his body weren't made by a weapon that is exactly the same as the one Moog has just rammed into that body.
We have a comparison now.
Yes. Well done, Moog.
All right. Now, that being said, as long as there's no other murders, this could have been a dock worker, could have been something else, but we want teams to be on the ready just in case things escalate. So what we'd like you all to do is just kind of like just for the next 12 days, just go out the cruise as you would just enjoy the cruise as you normally would see fit, but keep an eye out, ask questions, figure things out, but also try to enjoy yourself. This is your like mini vacation on our way to Stratton.
This is not our first randomly murdered elf, Julia. We're going to be fine. But might I ask, who was this unfortunate young elf lady?
She was supposed to be my successor. I was going to retire this after a few more Seaborn events. She was going to take over my position.
Have a volatile relationship with her?
No, actually, she was wonderful. We got along just famously. You know, I've been cruise director for the last 7 years, and I just want to move on to I actually going to retire and Stratton. I made a very good living. I saved up my money. She was just taking over for me. But then she was supposed to be shadowing me late last night, and then we found her this morning, and she had been killed.
Somebody been shadowing her.
If you kill elf, Moog understands.
I guarantee Moog won't tell anyone.
No, sir, I did not do that. But
I mean, if you would like to defile corpse, Moog won't tell anybody.
No,
My compatriot is considering every suspect, as a good detective must.
Of course.
Where would you like to go first? Well, I could take you to the activities deck.
What was her name, Julie? What was the dead woman's name? Show some humanity.
Her name was Beth.
Oh.
Okay, I'm a professional, and I'm trying to do my best to do my job, sir. You know.
I thought it would be something a little bit more. Beth. Dead Beth.
Okay, well, my name is Julie. I'm sorry about the fantasy. Bethany Silverwing Heart. I don't give a flying fuck. Just
Daphne. Let's call her Daphne because she's dead.
Moog will just point out that humanity not applied to elves.
Moog, you have a way of really sort of like bringing the tone down.
Moog is full on, so we can find hero who killed obviously evil elf.
You have made this murder investigation very awkward.
All right. What would you like to do first? I could take you out of the activities deck, or you could go to check out your rooms first. What is it like you like to do first, or would like to know what our activities actually are first?
Let's hear the activities. It'll give us a better understanding of the ship.
Certainly.
I'd like this man to wipe his fingers across my skin and then press them down on a clean surface.
Wait, what?
What?
I'm taking fingerprints.
Oh, you mean the captain? Or I think it's just we're with Julie right now.
He's our first suspect.
I
I
see.
think it's important that we get everyone's fingerprints.
On you.
Well, no, you use the grime from my body
Oh, I see.
and press them on a clean surface.
There's got to be a different way to do that, Joshua. Sure. Please.
But that's not the one we've chosen.
The captain's back up on deck. He might have killed. I don't. Okay.
I'm afraid we're going to need most of your crew to touch Joshua right now.
That doesn't get a confession out of people.
The thing is, like, there's very little in the way of crew. Most people stay in the activity zones.
Oh, brilliant. That makes our job easier.
The ship Rose itself. This is a magical vessel through and through. We do have like employees that work in each zone. For example, we have the spa known as the Pamper Champ. We have the gym, the Flex Deck. The bar and restaurants called the Impossible Taste. The pool is known as Wet Dreams. The survival games play your day away. Yes, sir.
I'm not going in that pool.
Okay. It's got a water slide and everything. It's
Normally
very nice.
you just have to worry about a bit of piss, but it sounds like in that pool.
Oh no, so again, every one of these places take you to an exotic location built inside the ships into transdimensional zones. It's very wonderful. We have a theater called Showboating. The survival games play your day away. The sex club, No Holds Barred. The library known as the Book Nook. We have a zoo, Pandemonium. The theater camp for the inner thespian. Our obstacle course, big favorite with everybody, the Hodgepodge Dodge, and our yoga called Bend You Over.
This sounds
Has this
wonderful.
man rubbed me yet?
No, the captain's up on deck against her.
We will not rest at all until we have solved this murder in about 6 days.
Yeah. and all drinks are free and there are beverages in every location. The mini bar and in your stateroom, you have everybody has a magical cup. Whatever you want it to be filled with, it will fill with that liquid, and you can imbibe at your pleasure.
Okay, let's not mix up our cups, chaps.
Nobody drink out of Jorcer's cup.
Your lack of cooperation is being noted.
Well, it sounds like, she's not going anywhere. She's very dead, right? We could probably have a couple of days off. Poor old Daphne. We will avenge you, Daphne.
I mean, we'll have to look over the entirety of the ship to learn its layout, if nothing else.
Yeah, but we've got, soon, Daphne. Soon you will be avenged. But for now, quite like the idea of that infinite whorehouse.
I like the idea of the cup.
Yes, you keep your cup, mate. Don't come near mine.
It'd been a while since Moog had fermented direwolf piss.
Julie, do you have a marker pen? I really want to personalize my cup.
Oh, yes, sir. Once you touch the cups in each of your room, it's activated to you and you alone.
Oh, thank fuck.
All right, so the first thing she's going to do is take you down to the activities deck and show you that. She's like, okay, so here aboard the Grande Whimsey.
Oh, so pretty.
Every one of these portals leads you to one of the 12 locations I listed. And you see like kind of like just patrons. It's the morning. People are excited. They're kind of like going in and out of locations. Some of the locations are joint environments. Like, for example, the restaurant is you go in and you share. It's a magical restaurant. So you sit down and order and you think of any food you could possibly want and that chef will make it for you. If you don't like who your chef happens to be, don't worry. They're all shape changers. They'll turn into whatever it is you want to see. Now, some places like the brothel, that is open to the public. Same thing with the pool, but certain zones like the activity zones where you the play your day away zone, that is independently, so you go in, it's just you and your group, so you don't have to worry about anybody else. If you go into the obstacle course, people love the obstacle course, that is, again, that's just you and your group, so you just have fun in there. Feel free to just enjoy. Now if you want to see your rooms, I'll take you there.
We have enough obstacles in our day-to-day life. We don't need it.
Oh, let's see. Okay, now I'm going to let you all know now the reason you're wearing special bracelets. Yes, you can go in any of these zones, but because this is a magical adventure, let's say you go into the obstacle course and you get really good at it. Your ability's natural agility will go up a little bit, but one of your other kind of key elements to who you are might go down a little bit. It's a fun, adventurous way to like kind of let the passengers go a little crazy over this long voyage. And at the end of the adventure, they just take the bracelet off and go back to normal. You all will have to have a special curse removed, so be careful which rooms you go in and out of because it will change. You will be able to use your powers and abilities. The other passengers cannot. If you start murdering passengers, we will know about it, so please don't do that. But your powers and abilities will alter.
Murder involves them actually dying, right?
Sir, please don't press this. The Grande Whimsey, we do have.
Julie, how do you feel about maiming?
I'm doing my best to be professional. You are pressing it.
How often do passengers say go missing, overboard? Since
Julie, a bit of professional advice from one guide to another. You might just want to plow past this.
I'm doing my best, sir.
Yeah. They're not going to slow down. You can just.
It's just a twitch in her eye, Cabera. One you recognize very clearly. She is just trying to Yeah. She speaks the code.
So every single passenger has a bracelet. Is that true?
Yes.
Not for long, apparently.
and it keeps their abilities in check. So you can't have some random wizard showing up just blowing people up with fireballs. So it keeps them just limited to who they are as people. So they're just generic base stats, for the lack of a better term. You all will have access to your powers and abilities.
So basically, we are like gods here.
Well, so will the totally innocent party. They're also conducting an investigation.
Well, some of us don't actually have powers and abilities. Some of us get by on our skills, moxie, and experience.
Well, for example, if you happen to be a naturally dexterous person, you're just you lose all your bonuses, I guess is a better way of saying it.
What if you're a naturally old person?
You're back. Well, fortunately, you won't have to worry about that, sir. You just be old. Now we have a wonderful spa that'll help you ease your way, or we could send you to the gym where you could work out and get stronger. So
no, fuck that. Okay, so your dead friend Bethany, dear old dead Bethany. What did she like to do? Where did she hang out?
Well, she was like me. She was a cruise director. She just went from place to place to make sure everybody was doing well. She didn't have a particular thing. We stay very busy on these cruise liners, sir. Most of the people we find are extremely professional and they're dedicated to their job. Just like our friend.
Dedicated. Because she's dead, your friend is dead.
yes, our friend Bronson, the druid who works in the sex club, he will wild shape into any animal that's for consensual sex if that happens to be your kink. We have also all types of bondages. A lot of people end up in the sex club. It was strange as it is.
Yeah. And where is the sex club?
She point to one of the passages. Would you like me to take you to the room? Would you like to go to your rooms first to see that, or would you like just go straight to the sex club?
So bondage allowed in sex club.
Oh, we have an entire
Steve, that
section
felt
for that.
like a teenager buying 10 things of water and a pack of condoms. And these, yeah.
No, children aren't allowed into the sex club. They can get into the bar, which is odd, but they cannot get into the sex club. So,
Okay, well.
So technically, accidents can happen in sex club if, say, they forget safe word, right?
Again, you do not have to respond to that.
you just see her. She's like, "What? God's above and below. Just give me the patience I need to get through the goddamn thing." All right. I'll say, you know what? You can find your own fucking room. When you're tired, you'll figure it out. So, y'all have a great day.
Have a great one, Julie.
Thank you.
2 weeks from retirement.
You're seeing because it's like
Don't say that around this group. That's a different kind of flag.
You definitely see someone she seems to be a human woman in her I'd say late 40s, early 50s, and she's just looking she's just putting on that Southern charm as best she can. Just she's smiling, she just wants to go and just go to her version of Boca Raton. She's done her diligence. God damn it! So
We'll avenge your dead friend, Julie. We're going to go investigate. Bro, probably the sex club, right, guys? Probably sex club. Yeah, okay. Just out of character from me, Gibby. We breezed past the body inspection a little bit, other than
it's okay.
Other than Moog's forensic work.
You got 12 days. I built this thing to have as much fun as you possibly want, and basically you have enough time in this episode to check out 1 or 2 rooms if you'd like.
But what were you saying about the wounds that we got from the nature?
Oh, okay. So, I mean, you definitely know it wasn't a natural creature that did this, a natural animal. It was for example, these look like claw wounds, but not say from a wolf or a bear and like that. But she was clawed up by something. So
something steely. So
just not naturally occurring. It is not of the natural world. That's you based on that role. So
I'll say to everybody else, now that racism doesn't exist in the D&D world, I will say this with complete confidence. I don't really trust autonomans. I've met one before. He was fucking mental. They all seem very useful, but then they'll just do some insane shit with no human emotion whatsoever. Frankly, very terrifying. Keep an eye on the mechanical chaps. That's all I'm saying.
Well, now, did it do something crazy, or was someone else supposed to do something and they failed in their job?
You're sounding a lot like a crazy autonomon right now, my friend.
Which created a domino effect, rendering their actions seemingly crazy.
Well, that's a different kind of bastard. Let's focus on these dicey ones and less these salty ones. So, no, that's awesome. So you guys can go check out. You want to see your rooms first, or you can go check out one of the other things. Also, you can split up.
I want to see my room because I want my cup.
Real cruise style. Let's see our rooms and take a shit.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Okay. I'll take it.
Then we investigate this obvious elf on elf violence.
Hey guys, I made it onto the ship. No, I just put him there earlier. So sorry. No, that was
Jesus.
Yeah,
it's just gonna be the endless jump scare.
No, I put him on there earlier in the hopes that you would keep him on board, but you clearly did not. Okay, so you come to the room and it is the perfect temperature for however it feels natural to you. If you like it hot, it feels hot. If you like it cold, it feels cold, etc. It is not a nice organic open feel to it. The food, there's all types of food set on the table, natural charcuteries, and everybody's got a mug right there. There's bathrooms with a shower, bath, and a toilet to your right, and everybody's got their own private bed.
Now, this mug will fill itself with whatever I want.
Give it a shot.
All right. I'll take my mug and say...
I'll put you over here to this mug here. Well, this bottom mug is Jorsver's.
I wish for you to be filled with the miniaturized head of the killer.
It looks like just blood because it's a liquid based drink. So blood and what seems to be liquefied bone fragments. So
we need to get this to the lab.
Give it to Moog. See if he tastes like elf blood. I'm just assuming he knows.
Okay, you hand it over to Moog.
Sure.
Okay, the liquid disappears.
Worth a shot.
Shucks. I'm going to need to go taste everyone's blood.
So basically the perfect vacation for Jorcerer.
I'm gonna. Pardon me. Can I taste your blood?
Excuse me. A little bit of your blood. A little bit. Yeah.
Now I can do this easier. I want it filled with the killer's sweat.
Oh.
A big glass of sweat appears.
All right, I'm going to take a nice long whiff.
I'm going to try something just out of curiosity.
Hang on, Rick. Before we come to that, I'm not jumping over this.
The gross detective.
You quaff down a big bucket of sweat.
I
Correct?
said take a nice long whiff. I'm
Oh,
smelling
I think they said sips because they were talking there. It smells like sweat. It just a big, like a 16 ounces of sweat.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm trying to get all the nuances in there because I'm going to have to start.
All right, give me a perception
smelling.
check.
All right, there we go.
I think he should get advantage on this, personally. Because he strikes me as somebody who has a lot of experience and just
15. That's a well above average. You have I'm not saying you're a bloodhound, but you pick up a certain odor about this sweat.
All right. Well, in the event that it comes down to, I'll have a sip as well.
Oh, damn it.
wash it around your mouth. You don't have to drink it. You could spit it out afterwards like a wine tasting.
Are you gonna swallow?
If that
God.
gives me advantage.
Sure.
I think we should bake into the rules right now that it always gives you advantage. I think that's
Sure.
something we could do.
All right. I'm rolling twice.
All right. 23.
23.
Okay. All right. Which one of you've got a closet? No, you've got which one's your familiar? You've got Gimp. What is he?
Is
an imp,
his
right?
name?
He's got a
Jim.
closet in the closet.
Yep. All right.
Jim spelled with a G.
Are they both demonic in origin?
Well, they ain't from Jersey.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so Jorser, now that you've smelled it and tasted it and drank a little bit, this, because of your time around your familiar, gives you an infernal feeling.
Is there a doctor aboard?
So also give me a constitution check to see if you vomit up like a bucket of sweat. I don't think this was meant.
I had a sip.
I don't think he means infernal feeling is the same as like burning sensation.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Constitution check.
Yes. Because you spent time around infernal beings, you're picking up notes of infernal. Okay, you can hold it down just fine. Good job.
All right. Well, it's time to start sniffing people.
I'm
Okay.
assuming we're all staring at him, waiting for some kind of verdict.
Oh yeah. Unless you guys want to go like personalize your own mugs. So
I do want to try something to like test
Yep.
the limits of this.
Yep.
So Moog will pick up his and be like, Moog sure is thirsty for potion of cloud giant strength.
it just poofs and then like it's just like womp womp.
All right, good to know that doesn't work.
Stan will have a go because we have been in a box for most of this time. Mouthwash.
Yes. A big minty thing. Well, unless you prefer cinnamon mouthwash, then a big minty mug of mouthwash appears.
Nice. I will do the necessaries with that.
Okay.
Unlike these other barbarians who go immediately for killer sweat. Haven't even brushed your teeth,
I
man.
have a job to do.
Claudia will grab her mug and say, "Root beer flute," and then say, "What'd you sense out of that, Jorcerer? It's out of that sweat. Any verdict for us?"
Well, not yet. I haven't started sniffing people yet.
That's true. I will. I'll pick up my my mug. I was trying to think of what the opposite of a natural drink would be for someone who dislikes nature. Mountain Dew Code Red.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was going to say. It's all synthetic. You get the closest proximity to the fantasy world equivalent of Mountain Dew Code Red.
One of the few foods in real life
You get Mellow Yellow.
doesn't exist in nature.
Yeah, just take a sip. But a drop hits the carpet and sizzles.
Yeah, it's like alien blood. It's like you get Mountain Lightning or whatever the Sam's Club version there is.
Actually, you know what, Claudia? Now that you mention it, I might as well sniff you, just to see if there's a difference I notice.
Good luck, buddy.
All right, Jorce, are you getting close? Claudia, do you allow this sniffing?
Yeah,
Is this
sure. I want to
consensual
know what I
sniffing?
smell like to other people too.
Okay. Take a huge whiff, Jorcer.
Oh,
Give me a perception check with advantage because she's allowing it. Also, what? Okay, I don't mean to do this to be rude, but where are you sniffing? Face, pits, chest, leg,
No,
butt.
giving him an arm.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as she's offering, I won't argue.
10.
10.
past the normal grime that she tends to, because she tends to be a dirty person, you pick up straw and cinnamon.
Does it smell distinctly different than the sweat in the cup?
You mean that she doesn't seem to sweat at all and she smells like straw and cinnamon? Yes.
Yeah. All right. Then I'll try Moog.
I'm exonerated, motherfuckers.
Jorsra, if you're going to...
What the hell was that?
Clown, I knew it. I was going to say, Jorsra, if you're going to calibrate your senses, maybe not on the clown scarecrow. Maybe on Moog.
All right. I thought you were volunteering.
Oh, no.
You'll get your turn.
No.
All right. Moog, do you allow the sniffing?
Sure.
Hello.
Okay. Well, you shared a child together, so are you getting their whiff? Give me a perception roll. 19. Moog. What does he smell, Moog?
Moog's not really big on Moog. Deep down is still an orc, so he's not really big on bathing. Chances are he smells like the last thing he killed.
Yeah. So crocodile, elf, let me see, like sand, seawater, and whatever he was in that thing. He stinks, but not in the way that cup stinks.
Okay. Next.
Go on then, let's get this over with.
All right.
Now, you've laid in bed with him many times, so you have a pretty good sense of what he smells like.
Wow,
Well,
I have a very good sense. 24.
That old familiar stand smell.
Absorbing Junior.
Yeah. There's too much aftershave and just a hint of piss.
Yeah. Like a perpetual hangover.
The smell of regret.
You get Stan's scent, and it's not the same as the cup.
All right. Colbert.
He punched you right in the face. Horse kicks him right in the jaw and knocks his happy ass out.
Well, if he doesn't want me to sniff him, that's fine, because, I'm going to have to get used to sniffing people that don't want it.
No, Kabir will, with one hand, just guzzling this Mountain Dew Code Red that is worryingly sloshing about. He will hand you his other arm that is not guzzling the liquor.
I was going to say, as long as
gods.
your arm is lifted, I might as well just get in there.
No, he's handing you the free arm.
All
You're
right.
not that close, and he doesn't want you that close.
It's a 9. It's still a ship, so there's you're in transdimensional space. So he puts his arm out. He kind of bumps you in the face a little bit. It's a perception. It smells like horse. Horse man traveled. Good berry. It's oddly enough, a little bit of diesel oil. You don't know why. So because he's not a natural druid. So
No hint of horse in the cup, was there?
no, there was no. Well,
All right.
when was the last time you sniffed horse?
Coming soon to authorsanddragons.com-dashery.com. The sense of the authors and dragons.
Christ. Candles based off what George smells. Also, you're only sniffing the man half. You don't know what the horse half smells like. So
Yeah, might as well.
okay. Now he kicks you in the face.
You don't have to go right round to the back immediately.
It gets
mate.
worse. Yeah, I'll just say this: it gets worse. The man's got an open asshole, so
Yeah, I'm not stopping Jorser from smelling near me, but I am farting as he does. I am still part horse, motherfuckers.
And your mouth was open, so yeah.
I don't know what you expected.
Because of the fart, it's kind of ruined your taste of smell right now. You're like, So you are convinced Kabir is not. Yeah, there you go. Kabir is not your culprit.
All right. Well, the good news is this is going to work.
Well, I've got to admit, I thought you were just doing this for a sex thing, but no.
It might be
you might
both.
be onto something. Oh, it could be both. It's probably both.
It's almost certainly both.
Definitely both.
All right. With the time we have left, is there any other room you would like to check out before we have to sign off? You probably have time to check out one more good location on the ship. Is there an activity place you'd like to try first thing in the morning? You haven't eaten yet?
You know what always helps me think, fellas?
Sex roll.
Horse. Yes.
What?
Nothing quite focuses the mind than a lady who is paid to show you affection.
Oh, I thought you said horse.
Yes.
Oh, no. Well, I guess for you.
That's available too if you like. So
We've never really had that conversation, Kabir. We can find you, I guess, a lady horse or a horse and a lady. Don't know how it works.
Oh no, I'm going to find a horse-sized bathtub and enjoy the comforts of civilization.
Actually, the bathtub down there it's like a 15-foot bathtub. There's the bathroom. If you do the math, it's huge. You could easily fit into that bathtub.
You know what? Yeah, I should show some courtesy to the sex workers. I should probably get cleaned up.
The shower down there is, let me see, 5, 10, 15. About, again, it's a 15 by 15 shower, like a 12 and a half foot tub. Yeah, there's room. Yeah, go for it.
All right, I think we all know where this is going, so let's just go ahead and let the viewers start imagining. That's right, it's time for shower hunk volleyball.
And playing with the boys from Top Gun is
just all shirtless in the shower, spiking the volleyball-shaped soap around,
flexing that one arm,
3-minute montage,
spinning the volleyball on a middle finger,
Yeah.
aviator glasses.
Kabir kicks one of the volleyball back for one of the returns.
Nice.
People who are starting to zone out are just like, oh, right, now it's got interesting again. But, of course, we can't actually provide that for you, dear listener. You have to just imagine it in your head.
Yep.
We gave you the music and the tools.
Yeah.
You can handle the rest.
AI will take care of everything for us. Don't worry.
Yeah, actual imagination, motherfucker. Man, I went into actual without an I, and boy, am I glad my brain came through.
With every one of your Kabir introductions at the beginning, I wasn't worried. Was not worried. All right. Do you want to at least go see the brothel before you head out, before you sign up for the night, or save that for the next episode?
I think we got to give the people something to come back to.
Yeah. Boobs.
All right. I think this is where we're going to sign off then on the first day on the Grand Whimsy.
They just had 3 minutes of man ass.
Yeah. Let's pretend we're fading out on the shower hunk volleyball set.
Perfect.
See you next time.
On this group shower scene, on behalf of Emily Kaplan, Steve Wetherell, Drew Hayes, Rick Waltieri, and Robert Bevan, I'm MK Gibson. We've been the Dicey Bastards, and you've been great. Thank you all, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Dicey Bastards, courtesy of Authors and Dragons. Check us out at authorsanddragons.com or look up our Patreon if you want to support us, get secret content, and hang out on our Discord. Music by the Gorecore 4.
Nobody drink out of Jorcer's cup.